Before we begin with the moving and the stretching, etc., I'm just going to ask you a question. If you've got an answer to it, just pop it in chat and send it through to me. Questions about water. Who knows how much water you're supposed to drink each day? If you know, just pop it onto the chat quickly. I'll see what comes through. Got 9 litres from Di. That's a lot of litres, isn't it? 8 cups, question mark, good. 4 litres, 5 litres, 2 to 3 litres. So there's already some varying amounts of litres or cups, etc. And it's one of those questions that's quite hard to answer. It's different for every individual. I've heard 8 cups mentioned a lot, but how big is the cup? Is it the size of a shot glass, a tea, a pint? The way I like to think of it, rather than giving it a number, is just to think of this simple thing. So how much water do you need to drink so that you have long, clear wheeze? It's as simple as that. So if you're going to the toilet and you're not having a long, clear wee, sorry about talking about this just after lunchtime, then you're probably not drinking enough water. And if your wee is long and clear, then you're all good. So it's just a really basic rule of thumb, just to make sure you're drinking enough water. It removes the confusion of how many glasses, how many litres, etc. should I be drinking. With that covered, let's move on to some stretching and moving. So if everybody stands up and gets to their feet, make sure they've got a bit of space around them as usual. Okay, we're going to start off with my favourite exercise, which is the total body extensions. We all know this one by now, just like the ski jump. Hold it at the top for a second. That's good. Nice, we'll go another couple of these. Talking about water's made me thirsty all of a sudden. All right, hold that last one at the top, nice and high. Okay, we're going to go into some toe touches, so hands out at the side. We're going to take our left hand towards our right foot, and then our right hand towards our left foot, alternating as we go in here. It's good, it's just moving all the joints and muscles in the body, getting us ready to move a little bit more. Great. We'll go for another couple of these. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to take our hand up into the air, hold onto the wrist with the other hand, and we're going to pull, going to lean across and pull, use that hand to pull the wrist down, feeling a stretch through into your back. It's good. We'll hold that for another few seconds. Key to a good stretch is nice deep breaths. Coming up and out of there slowly. Swap the hands over. Lean in and use the other hand to pull your arm across and get a good stretch again through the back. Okay, nice deep breath in here. And let it out. Coming slowly up to the top. We'll relax our arms for a second and they'll go one more time on each side. Good. Pull that arm down. Feel the stretch in your back. Up slowly. Swap the hands around. And coming across. Feel that stretch. Nice deep breath in. Let it out. And then coming back to a standing position. So we're going to do a couple of different stretches for the chest. Again, another one of my favorites, bringing your hands up by the sides of your face. Gonna slide your elbows backwards, squeeze those muscles in the middle of your back. Muscle is it's called your rhomboids, and they're a really good postural muscle. Exercising these will stop a slump forwards with our shoulders. Feel the stretch through in the chest as well when we're doing this. We'll go for another 2 here. Excellent. And relax in there. So the second stretch for the chest, you're going to put your hands in behind your back, holding onto your wrists or linking your hands. Pull your hands off the small of your back and push your shoulders back and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Again, this is another excellent stretch for your chest. Good, and then relax that for a moment. Well, we'll do that one more time. So with this one, if you're quite flexible and not feeling the stretch, you could lean forwards, pulling those hands off the small of your back a little bit further, trying to get some more stretch into that chest. Probably if you do any yoga or any Pilates or anything along those lines, you may be quite supple and flexible through there. So we're going to go for the for a shoulder stretch next. So we're just going to put this one hand in front of our body, going to put the hand up underneath, and we're going to hug our arm into the chest. Should feel this stretch through in your shoulder. Good, and we'll relax that one down. Swap the sides over. Good, and relax, and we'll do that one more time on each side. So we're just doing a heavy focus on the upper body at the moment. We'll get down to the legs after the next exercise. Okay, relax down. Making sure your feet are shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent for this next exercise. You're going to link your fingers together and you're going to turn underneath so your palms facing away from you. And really push out so you're feeling a stretch through in your forearms. That's the first part. And then from here, we're just going to rotate slowly to the side as far as you can go. Back to the middle. And then the other side. At the moment, feet flat on the ground. Nice, slow and controlled. Depending on where you feel tight, you'll either feel this in the upper back or down into your lower back. Again, making sure you're pushing those hands out so your forearms and your palms are getting a really good stretch. That's good. We'll go through one more time each side. You push this time around, stretch it as far as you can. Back in through to the middle and then onto the other side. It's good, and relax. Shake out those hands. So we're going to go down for the hamstrings next. So standing with feet shoulder width apart again, knees slightly bent. We're just going to bend forward slowly from the hips, releasing the vertebrae one at a time. Tuck your chin in, going down all the way down to the ground. We're going to take a deep breath in here. Let it out and see if you can get your stretch to go a little bit further. From here, we're going to straighten our legs, lift our hips, get a stretch through the back of the hamstrings. And we're slowly going to come up and stack the vertebrae on top of each other one at a time. Big roll of the shoulders. And we'll do that again another 2 times. So tucking that chin in, slowly going down, releasing the vertebrae one at a time. Going down as far to the ground as you can. If anyone can actually get the hands flat on the ground, they're doing really well with this one. Take that deep breath in and let it out. Good. Straighten those legs, lift the hips, feel the stretch through in the hamstrings, and slowly coming up, stack the vertebrae on top of each other one at a time again. Big roll of the shoulders. And we're going to go in for the last one of these. Tuck your chin in. Fold down towards the ground. Take that nice deep breath in. Let it out. Go a little bit further. Gonna lift those hips now, straighten the legs out, feel the stretch in the hamstrings, and slowly coming back up. Big roll of the shoulders at the top. So if you've got your chair handy, we're going to stretch out those glutes or the muscles in the bottom. Sitting on the chair, I'm going to take one ankle and pop it on to your knee. If your chair's too tall for this, just straighten your leg out so that you can actually get your leg in that position. And from here, we're just going to lean forwards. You should feel a stretch go through, possibly into the lower back, but certainly into your glutes. Again, take a nice deep breath in. Let it out. See if you can get that stretch to go a little bit further. Good, and then we'll slowly come upright. Swapping the legs over. Lean forwards. Again, take that deep breath in. If you're not getting much of a stretch through here, with the foot on the ground, you can lift up onto your tiptoes, which will raise the height of your knee and will give you a bit more of a stretch. That's good. And then we're going to relax out of that position. Coming up to standing slowly. And we're going to stretch out for those hip flexors. Gain muscle that gets really short if we're sitting down all day. So we're going to drop down onto one knee, 90 degrees with the other leg. Drop your hips down, forwards, raise your hand up into the sky, and then use that to get a good stretch through the front of your thigh and hips. We'll hold this one for another few seconds. Good, and relax there. I'm going to swap the legs over. Rotate these hips down, lean forwards, get the other hand into it. And again, get a really nice stretch through the front of the hips and thigh. Again, we'll hold this one for another few seconds. It's good, we'll relax out of there. Going to come up to a standing position. Last exercise to finish off, going to put our hands out. Going to look towards our left palm, which should be facing up. And then we're going to rotate our right palm so it's facing down. Going to move the head round to face the right palm. And as we do that, the right palm faces to the ceiling, and the left palm faces to the ground. Or just rotate through in here. So challenging the brain a little bit. It's also engaging those muscles in the middle of the back. Good. We'll go for one more of these. And relax. And there we go. That's the end of today's stretch and move session. As usual, I'm just going to hang around for 10-15 minutes to answer any questions. So if you've got anything health, fitness, exercise, diet, weight loss related, just let me know. Thank you.
Thank you.